first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house. Amen. Amen. We want to talk for a moment. A strong man in the house.
Come on, come on.
Amen. A strong man in the house. Who is the world's strongest man? For centuries, there has been a great contest to decide the question as men from around the world compete to demonstrate their power in weightlifting and breaking stones and showing other feats of their physical power and strength. Each year, someone earned the title the world's strongest man. Historically, there has been a quest for a strong man in our African community. Amen. The presence of a strong man helped our family survive slavery. The presence of a strong man helped us as a people through the Great Depression and the Civil War era.
Yes, yes.
However, the presence has always been under attack. Under attack of our home. Despite these attacks, we have had strong men exist that supported us and had the power to help us stand despite on people bringing us down. Amen?
Amen.
I'm talking about here in America, but not just in America, around the world, these things happen. But for us, they happen day by day. Our community has invested in the interest of developing and our family headed by strong men. Y'all, before 1965, when the war on poverty started, the black family, there was a mother and a father in the home.
Yes, yes.
In 1965, when they declared war on poverty, there's the notion that a woman said that I don't need a man. Amen?
Amen.
But that was a slave mentality, because if we think about in our slavery time, how they would just treat us like we was cattle.
Right.
Separating, broke up families, fathers from mothers and children, sending them somewhere else. The master was saying that I can't take care of you. I'm the one that's taking care of you. All I need for you is to get with this person and produce me some strong offspring, some strong black babies, so that I can put them in the field.
Yes, yes.
Well, that same mentality is going on now. Let me provide for you. But if we are men of God, we ought to be able to be strong men and provide for our own.
Amen. Yes.
Amen.
Amen.
Why you say that, preacher? Because I'm looking at these young brothers, man. While our sisters at work, they went to college and making a decent income. Our hood rats are taking their cars
Amen.
while they at work
That is so true.
riding other females.
Yes, yes, yes.
I'm trying to say, find a word that's nice to say about these chicken heads.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. If y'all don't know, man, look that up. You'll find that in the Urban Dictionary. Because your nieces and nephews are saying it. Calling the girl chicken head. And that's what they are when they are doing what they are doing.
Amen. Amen.
Ride around in your car, get up and eat your Fruit Loops in the morning.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They're yours. You paid for them. That Negro ain't paid for nothing. Eating your Fruit Loops. Spending up all your gas and late picking you up.
Say
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
Pastor. Man.
You need a strong man. Now I'm telling you right now, that brother is weak. Weaker than water, man. When you take coffee, make coffee, and then add water into it so weak it doesn't taste good. That's what he is, weak.
Yeah, yeah.
Need a strong man in our life. But when I talk about the strong man, I'm not just talking about men, but I'm talking about even within ourselves, making sure as men and women that we have the real strong man in our hearts, in our life. So we have, when we look at, in our society, when we look at who may be example of strong man, we look at athletes. That's the first person that we look at as being strong man. Then the next person we look at it are entertainers. We see them as strong man, then professional. But y'all, those that are on the front line, I'm talking about real strong men that's on the front line. They're not athletic, they're not athletes, they're not entertainers, they're not professionals. They may be truck drivers, they may be garbage delivery people, they may be folk janitors, but they're on the front line working for their family and their children, loving their wife. They are the strong man showing us how to be. It's good that I can make 6 figures, but if I'm not making 6 figures, I still need to know how to be a man.
All right.
I'm going to put it this way, y'all. With me, you can make more money than me. And you can make $30, $40, $50, and $60,000 more than I do. Well, I'm still going to be the man in the house.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Because that's not what makes the man the money. It helps you. I ain't, don't get me wrong. It helps. Because you do like to buy your wife some things, and you like to live in a nice home and nice neighborhood. But even when I'm living in the ghetto, I can make it nice within my spot.
Yes. Oh, glory.
And to tell everybody that coming within my kingdom, my spot, it may not be that large, but I'm the king of this place. And when you come in here, you got to pay the piper.
All right. All right.
So you need to watch yourself, strong man. And see, we need to be role models for our children, because we live in a society, y'all, that want to tell our children by the time they get in the 4th grade they need to be in special ed. Especially our boys, he needs to be in special ed. We want to label them. And we want to do it early and label them. And sometimes you have to be careful when your children may be acting out, they may be spinning. Sometimes we want to say that they bipolar, they need Ritalin because they're hyperactive and all that. And they may be, but sometimes you may need to put some on the hind part to help them out a little bit. Okay? But they don't always need Ritalin. Because when you give them Ritalin and they keep acting up, then you know it ain't that, because what you're doing, you're getting them prescription speed. I don't leave my child, 9-year-old, 7-year-old child, taking speed.
Amen.
Now, what we do sometimes, we go ahead and get it, then we want to set it. Come on, y'all.
Right.
By the time they're 12 years old, they've been stopped by the police officer just because they walk in the street. So we have to teach them how to carry themselves. When they begin to fail in the 7th grade, they hadn't picked up what they should have picked up when they was in kindergarten and elementary school. Now they're in 7th grade, and then they get them in pre-algebra, and they're having a hard time because they can't add or subtract, divide or multiply. Okay? Because when we talk about algebra, it entails all of those things, but it does it in a different fashion that looks difficult, but it's not difficult if you already know how to add, subtract, divide, and multiply.
Yes. Yes.
By the time they get in the 10th grade, they dropping out, man. Well, have you ever thought about this? Because I used to think about this, man. In elementary school, I see a whole bunch of elementary schools. I go to the school, man, I see 3 elementary schools in Axtell. Then I see two, to make it this way, 5 elementary schools, 2 junior high, and 1 high school. What happened?
My Lord.
Why do I need 5 elementary schools, 2 junior high, and 1 high school? Did everybody move? If everybody stayed in the city, I should have the same amount of elementary, junior high, and high school because the students still need to be divided the same way.
Amen.
It still need to be 15, 20, 25 students in each class.
Yes, yes.
And if they are all progressing, and we know that some don't progress as fast, but if they are all making their way up, it ought to be the same amount.
All right.
That would make sense to me. We're failing our children
Amen.
because we're not being strong men
Yes.
in our community.
Yes. Yes, Lord.
We're not being strong men in our home.
Amen.
So they're dropping out of high school and they on the other side doing things. But when we look at our text, Jesus here is describing what it takes to defeat the strong man.
All right.
The immediate context of this passage came in response to criticism of Jesus was actually the devil in disguise.
Right.
Casting out devils from the people. Jesus was facing criticism, and he said, look, a house divided against itself can't stand.
Amen. Amen.
Man, you guys supposed to be the smart one, and y'all saying that he's the devil in disguise, casting out devils, man. Y'all supposed to be the one that went to the Jewish school.
All right.
Come on, give me something better than that, man. A blind man can reason better than that. A man that never had no education can reason better than what you are reasoning right now. He used the illustration in his note against speaking that Satan casting out devils is contradicted to oneself. But then he comes on and he makes his case that the nature of anyone that is strong, the Greek word that he used is dealing with literally the strong one.
All right.
So not necessarily the strong man, but the strong woman.
Yes.
Okay? And so how can one enter a strong man's house and take his goods and take things from him? And first he got to bind him.
Yes. Yes.
So what he's saying, a strong man is not letting you just come in his house, take his stuff, and he watch you. You got to come in and bind him up. Keep him from fighting you. And then when you bind him up, now you can do whatever it is that you want to in taking the spoils from his house.
Amen. Amen.
He compares Satan's power to the world, the same influence as the strong man over his household. But as the Messiah, as Jesus the Christ, he came to strip Satan of his influence and take possession of the people and take control in the name of God.
Yeah.
That's what he came to do. So as he explained the nature of his mission, as he explained that it is to defeat Satan. That's why he came. That's why he's here. To defeat the nature of Christ, because he is the strong one and the one that is necessary to destroy the person of Satan, because he is the strong one.
Come on now, come on.
So what you're saying, preacher, When we allow Christ to come into our heart, he sits on our throne. And when he is on our throne, then we are the strong one, and can no one enter into. Revelation says he stand at the door knocking, waiting to get in. We open the door and we let him in. And when we let him in, now he's the strong man in our spirit, in our hearts. And Satan can't come in and bind him because he is the strong man. But what can happen if we allow, when Satan knocks on the door, we let him in and tell Jesus to leave, because the scriptures, Jesus give another parable saying that Satan comes in, he has been setting up camp, but we didn't let Jesus in. And then we let Jesus, when he come in, he sweep the house clean. It's nice and clean. And then we kick Jesus out once he keeps the house clean. And then the one that we kicked out, he's wild in the desolate place, wandering and think to himself, let me go back where I came. When he goes back, he sees that the house is empty. So in his head and his reason saying, I'm not getting out of here again when I go back. So he goes back and gets 7 of his buddies that's worse than he is. More like, we're going to stay in here when we get back in this place. And so they go back in. So when we have Jesus on our throne in our heart, we need to let him stay there. And see, when we are a child of God, and when we got Jesus in our heart on our throne, can't nothing touch us. Folks can try physically to attack us. They can't. Even if they hurt our body, they still can't destroy it. They can try to destroy us spiritually, but when we got God in our heart, he is us, they cannot touch us because we are a child of the living God. And so same way that Satan told them, if I be Satan, how can I cast out demons dividing myself? When I'm a child of God, I can cast out demons because I do what he says that I can do. And so I am the one that got the Spirit of God inside of me, which make me the strong man. And when I got the Spirit of God in me, I ain't worried about anybody trying to attack me because I got the Spirit of the Lord. We sing them song, the Spirit of the Lord. When you have the Spirit of the Lord inside of you, can nobody, I don't care what they try, they can't do you. They can do whatever they want to try to displace you and make you think crazy, because they can't do that because you got God on your side. And God says, as long as I'm with you, I'm more than the world against you.
Go and preach, son.
Amen? So we serve an awesome and a magnificent God. And so let's look at some characteristics about the measure of a strong man. A strong man is measured by his strength of character. I want to talk to us for a minute. We all have some character about who we are. Amen? And I'm saying strong man, but I'm talking to you as sisters that you ought to have character about who you are. If the chips are down, can we stand straight and stand for our family and stay the course? We got to be able to stay the course when the chips are down, when it looks like we need to do something else so I can feed my family. You get guys that give you excuses saying that I had to rob that man so that I can feed my children. But did you go out to try to get a job at McDonald's? No, I didn't. So you didn't do everything that you could that you might be able to feed your family. We sometimes say that job is beneath me. If that job is beneath you, then you will never make it to a higher place, because you got to learn how to do something that you say that you don't really want to do. Now, when I started out in high school, I worked at the fast food place. Then I worked at the hospital as a janitor. But that wasn't my life career. But don't y'all help me as a 16-year-old get a car. That helped me to put gas in my car. It gave me discipline enough when I went in the military. They didn't have to teach me a whole lot of stuff because I had already had it from the beginning. My mama and my daddy had already taught me how to be a strong man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
The military just refined some of those stuff. And some of those things, they made me more rigid at them and more defined at them. I was always on time, wanted to be on time, but the military said, no, you got to be here. If you coming on time, you're late. You need to be here before the time is up. So that gave me more, but I already know that if I'm supposed to be there at 6, I couldn't come in at 6:01. I was late, even if it was 6:01. So I had to at least be there by 6. Military told me, no, you need to be there by 6:45. Well, I mean 5:45. I learned that if they're telling me that I need to be there at 5:45, then I'm late. So I was telling my folks, you got to be there at 5:30. You need to beat me there.
Right. Don't beat me.
Strong man. So we had to learn how to be strong man and display our strength of who we are, our characters. So then we had to measure a strong man in his strength by his integrity.
Integrity, yes.
Y'all, I'm getting ready to sit down, but integrity. And look here, y'all. Y'all make sure you go back and tell your nephews, your great-nephews, son-in-laws, brother-in-laws, every man that you know. Okay, I'm going to make sure that we try to get this on YouTube because I want boys to hear about what it is to be a man and what a strong man is.
All right. Yes.
Come on.
Yes, Lord.
Not saying that your niece, your nephews, or what, but even your daughters and nieces and sisters need to hear this too, because they need to know what a strong man look like.
Yes. Yes, Lord.
They need to know what it look like. Because sometimes y'all, I got to preach to me.
Come on.
And when I preach to me, making sure that I'm a strong man, that I demonstrate and walk like a strong man. But when I really got God on the inside of me, I got the real strong man. If I listen to him when he's in my heart and sitting on the throne of my heart, then I can do everything right. Even when I mess up, he still can help me and correct it and get me on the right track.
All right.
Okay? Strong men don't mean that they don't mess up, but they do have integrity. There are many men who come up short with respect to commitment. The real man is committed to his family, to his wife, to his children.
Yes.
He's measured by the faithfulness that he has for his family.
Yes.
I'm thinking about when I said in Reverend, you done did this, you done married folks.
All right. Yeah.
You done sit down and you done counsel them, then you married them, you think they got it, and they invite the whole world to come to the wedding.
Yeah.
And then 6 months later, it don't even last 6 months, they split up, they go to the judge by themselves.
Yeah.
Well, man, you called me here to come to this wedding to witness it. Let me witness your divorce.
All right.
And let me witness that. Matter of fact, it's been 6 months. Give me my gift back.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ain't held it long enough to be your stuff. Give it back.
Amen.
I'm not going to give it. Give me my stuff back. You didn't. I was at least hoping that you got 18 months. You didn't get that. Give me my stuff back.
Right.
You should have invited me. You had me sitting there witnessing everything when you got married. And when time to get divorced, you going like, I got to do this by myself. We just couldn't get along. Nick Rowe, please.
Work it out.
I still can't get along. But I still work it out. What do you mean? Now, if everybody get along all the time, somebody's fooling us. Somebody lying to somebody.
Oh, yes.
Right.
Somebody lying.
Yes. Yes.
Somebody lying if they say we get along all the time. You come from different backgrounds, different what? Oh man, you ain't getting along all the time. But as you go along, it get better. It get easier. But you still don't always agree on everything. But there's nothing wrong with not agreeing. Matter of fact, it's good. Because iron sharpens iron.
There you go.
That's true.
There you go.
Amen? And so we need to, so he measured himself by the strength of his integrity. So we must have integrity. What do you mean? I need to do the right thing when there ain't nobody looking at me.
There you go.
Huh? Y'all know some brothers that if you're watching me, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Soon as you turn your back, I sit down on the job. You at work, man. You're working hard. Long as the man is watching you. Soon as he turn his back and go out the side door, man, you sit down.
Amen.
No integrity.
No integrity. But he tell you that he ain't gonna pay you for 8 hours that day because you only work 5 because he really was watching. You gonna hold a fit, man. I need my 8. I work out here for 8 hours. Yeah, you was here for 8 hours, but you working the time you supposed to be working. Rather, you know this, man, because our young folks,
Yeah.
I'm talking about integrity. They want to come to work, man. My guys usually want to come to work, y'all. They come to work. It takes them 30, 45 minutes to get ready for work.
Yeah.
Tell them, look, man, we work in the office. We doing legal stuff, man. Your stuff should be ready. We need to go to the courtroom. We need to do this for these officers or whatever it is that we need to do. And you talking about you getting ready. 45 minutes later, now I'm ready.
I'm ready.
We get off at 3:30 and you talking about, I got to start getting ready to get off at 2:45. Look, man, you owe me an hour and a half. You owe me. When they get ready to leave at 3:30, I'm going to let nobody, you don't leave till 5 o'clock. What do you mean? You owe me an hour and a half, man. You get ready to go to work and get ready to get off. You know, should take you 10 minutes to be ready because you should be preparing for your next day when you were leaving and getting off.
Yes, yes.
My black guys used to get mad at me because I was hard on them, but I knew what it took for them. If they wanted to advance and be to advance, they had to do twice as much to be able to advance.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they had already been doing the job a year and a half, 2 years before they got promoted. So integrity, then you measure the man by the strength of his faith. Faith is acting on the unseen in the hope that God will take you over and make a way. Faith, I don't see it, but I trust him. I can't feel it, that doesn't feel like it, but I still trust him. I got to do. So like the songwriter said, I learned how to lean and depend on Jesus. Even though it doesn't feel right and I can't see it, I still trust him.
Yeah.
And so I got to act in my faith. I got to think that he is able. I got to be sober in my thought process, knowing that God can do it.
Yeah.
Even when it doesn't look like that he's doing anything, I still got to trust him that he would do what he said that he would do. He said that if he is with me, we are more than conquerors. If we just trust him. And y'all, in order to win the battle, you go through, in order to win the war, you lose some battles.
Yes, yes.
You don't win all of your battles, but the objectivity is to win the war.
Yeah.
So when I lose the battle, it gets me to think harder and do the right thing and go through the right process, that I don't lose that battle again. Because believe me, my sisters and brothers, that battle that you lost, you're going to see it again. Did you learn from it that you don't lose that battle again? And so, strong man, beware. The word of God said that we can't come to our family of a strong man until we find a way to tie his hands. There has been continuous attempt to tie our hands. For many years, the wise have seen a plan that has worked to avoid the grip of the family. Strong men are destroyed if they are killed because they don't have the capacity to succeed.
All right.
What you're saying, brother preacher, if they fail in school and drop out, then their hands are tied. They would never become president. They would never be a governor or have a great business leader or be a great business leader if they smoke dope.
All right.
Y'all got some folks say if I smoke marijuana, it ain't dope. I call it dope because they want to make themselves feel good. Y'all, I'm serious, y'all. I'm old school, man. You smoking it's dope to me. Because they won't say, oh, it's just marijuana. No, it's illegal. It make you get paranoid. You want to eat up everything in the house. So I'll be watching for that and seeing if they eat more than they normally do. Then I can talk to them about what they're doing. They're going like, yeah, I do. And so it won't be governors or FBI agents because you're not being able to do what needs to be done. Your hands are being tied. They walk around with their pants below their butts.
Amen.
Yeah, sagging pants and dragging minds, refusing to reapply themselves. They are tying their hands. If they ever stop dreaming, then they are destroyed. You should never stop dreaming. We ought to always have a dream in our hearts and in our minds. If our men forsake their ladyship role in the home and family, they become baby daddies, and instead of being fathers, their hands are tied. To remain a strong man, we must put ourselves under the power of God and His might. When we are ordinary men and we shake the hand of God and God become our focus and live in our heart, we then become strong men. Finally, we must consider that a strong man knows and fears the Lord. That a strong man knows that God can take care of him. And who live in a good life before his children is a strong man because God gives him the ability to do that. He who loves his wife, God gives him the ability to do that. A man who fears the Lord is a man who trusts God and holds to God's word and live to do what God says, even when it does not make sense. A strong man learns to listen to God and do what God had him to do. So if we know that we are following a strong man, a man who knows Jesus